Hey yo! You guys, I woke up this morning, Sunday morning. Guess the first thing I did? The first thing I did was to check out my work Slack channel. What was I looking for? Feedback. I was looking for feedback. So I submitted or I sent out a particular stuff on Friday, the evening before signing out of work. And I just felt like I was so curious, but I was just really curious to know the feedback I had gotten about what I had sent out. And I just couldn't wait for Monday. Then I said that I had to like make some corrections. I didn't know what your girl did. Your girl went ahead to make the corrections to effect the changes on a Sunday morning. And I've been asking myself, I'm not okay. I'm not addicted to it, trust me. But like I just feel the need to work. Yeah. And I've been thinking about how I can break free from the shackles of capitalism. But that's by the way. So I came across a post on Twitter, on X, I think on Wednesday, I can't remember now. And this person was just asking 9 to 5ers that are wealthy now and just asking them for tips on how they were able to build their wealth while working for somebody else and while giving their time and they're also in different company that's not necessarily theirs. And I found the tweets quite important, necessary, and I even bookmarked it because I knew like the tweet was going to get some interesting engagements, like quotes, comments that would be helpful for me as well. Because I feel like I'm asking the same question right now. And funny enough, somebody had sent me a student of mine, or let's say a friend now, had also sent me the same post on WhatsApp. He was asking me to talk about it on the board, but not. I think he wanted me to bring somebody who is a nice five person that's made it big to just talk about how they're able to build wealth, like on the podcast. But I personally do not know anybody that has made it big from being a 9 to 5. So if you're listening to this now and you're that person, let us know in the comment section or you can reach out directly and I'll be more than grateful to just have a conversation with you because this is something I really want to talk about. But while I do not have somebody to talk about how we can break free and just have our finances together as like probably young adults trying to figure things out financially. I feel like we can also talk about another aspect of working and making money and being caught up in the system where you have to just work to eat. And that's an aspect of rest. I feel like we get so caught up in our pursuits for wealth. We get so caught up in our pursuits for career fulfillment, for promotions and all of that, that we actually forget ourselves. We actually forget to rest. We forget to take it slow. Currently, I live in a society where the core of the society is just living simple. And this is nice on the one hand, it makes them feel okay and happy where they're at. We have people that are just doing their diligent labor, very happy with the little they have. On the other hand, it makes you feel so comfortable with being in the same position. It makes you feel so comfortable with that. It becomes very difficult for you to want more out of life. And what I currently need, I have to constantly be in touch with my Nigerian roots, my Nigerian friends, social media, and just seeing the Nigerian side of things to constantly remind myself not to kill that hunger for more, that drive, that thing that makes you just want more. Like the way the society I live in has the good and the bad side. The Nigerian society that makes you want to hustle, get all the money you can get, have everything you can get, drive you to just reach for the stars. The way it can be good on the one hand. On the other hand, so it makes us a bit greedy. It makes us feel like we do not deserve it. There's no time to pause. There's no time to stop. You're always in a competition with something because you have somewhere it needs to be. And it makes you just not see the good things that are happening around you or even enjoy them, soak yourself in the good things happening around you because you're always wanting more. You're always waiting after the next big thing and the next massive thing you can get. And I feel like all this I've inspired today's conversation. On today's episode, I want to talk about work-life balance. Yes, it's good for us to desire more. It's good for us to go after the good things of life. But how do we find that balance? Like we've had cases of people traveling to a different country, working 4 or 5 jobs, and as a result of this, like losing their life to it because they do not rest, they do not take a break, they do not consider their bodies that are carrying them, and they even forget to enjoy the wealth they've acquired because they are busy working. And it is at this point of the pod that I'm going to slot in the famous quotes from our Nigerian billionaire, Femi Otedola. Now I can't remember this quote word for word. But I think you were saying the money you don't spend is the money you don't have. So I feel like most of us, we just, or the money, yeah, something like that. I can't remember now. But yeah, most of us are just so caught up in the pursuit for a better life. Like, that we forget to embrace what we have today. We forget to find ourselves, love ourselves amidst this pursuit. We forget to live life and spend this money. Like, the fear of going broke will have you working so hard to make so much money. And at the same time, you'll be so afraid to spend this money. And you know, when you start to spend the money, you start calculating. This episode, we're going to talk about just the human side of things. How can we create a work-life balance? Instead of something like a work-life balance. I've done this episode, I've done an episode like this in the past that I was talking about, how to balance your work and your life, things you should do. I think I said 5 things you should do to achieve this. And guys, at that time, it's applied. But right now that I'm trying to like do my 9 to 5, combine it with the podcast and also looking for business opportunities to tap into, work-life balance has become like, is starting to look like a myth rather than a reality or something that is attainable. And on this episode, I want us to dig deep into it. Is there something like work-life balance? How many adults do we have out there that are able to have a personal life, have fun, enjoy their lives while still being very diligent at work, while still feeling like they're killing it professionally as well? Does that exist? Or all of us, are we all caught up in the workspace and caught up with the pursuits of money that we forget our happiness? Is that what work-life balance is? In fact, what is even work-life balance? Well, we'll get to do all of this as we go to the episode of today. Today's episode is going to be very interesting because we're doing something very, very different. All these questions that I have said, I do not have answers to the questions. I don't know how we're going to balance our work and our personal life. I'm trying, but I'm currently struggling with it, and I don't want to start reading things from Google to you guys. And also, I feel like people talking from their own experiences will make this conversation richer. Hence, we're going to pull a very interesting one on my friends. I don't know if they have like a great work-life balance. I doubt they have, but we're going to find out together on today's episode. So what we're going to do, I have to whisper so they don't hear because they're listening. We have to put a call through to my friends, the episode, and just hear their submission on what work-life balance is. We get to ask them, how are you really? How is work? Are you going crazy? How have you been able to manage the pressure from work? And do you actually have a personal life? I doubt they have personal lives, but we're going to find out on the episode. I want you to keep your fingers crossed. And the length of the episode is not something that I can determine. The episode might last for 15 minutes, shorter, 30 minutes, 1 hour. It just depends on how many submissions we're about to get or we're able to get. How many people are going to pick the call and how many people are going to be willing to engage in today's conversation. I think this is going to be interesting. I think I'm going to be having a lot of fun recording this. It's going to be nice to just call them and tell them that, hey, you're the pod. Also, watch the change in their voices and stuff like that. I'm so excited. So now let's get into today's conversation.
Hey fam, you're listening to Becoming You, the podcast for adults figuring it out. Now let's get into it. I'm an adult. What am I supposed to do?
Let me tell you how my week went, how last week went. Last week was so dramatic. What happened? It was going well. Everything was going smoothly. I recorded like 2 more contents than usual, in fact. And I had used this wig of mine that I have had for like over 9 years now. Yeah. So I think on Sunday, I wasn't in the mood to record as well, but I just picked up the hair, I brushed it and just used it. It's a wavy hair that's no longer wavy and cannot be straightened. So it made it really hard for me to it's made it really hard for me to maintain. And it's one hair that I barely use. Then I used this hair to record contents now. I think I was like, I looked good and I was slaying and all. Only for somebody to see my contents. I think it was a snippet of the board I posted on Thursday. And the person left a comment and she went like, sis, I love you. I love your podcast. I love what you're doing. Go fix your wig. Guys. It felt like somebody had not insulted me like that in a very long time. Like I felt so insulted. I felt so insulted because the whole I love you, I love your board, I love what you're doing is just a backhanded comment. This person doesn't listen to the board. This person doesn't even know what I'm doing. This person was somebody that pressed my post for the first time. They don't even follow me. So it just feels like you could have just said whatever you had to say without putting that first greeting to probably smoothen your or soften the effect of the insult you were about to give. For me, that comment was literally given. When you're insulting somebody and you're still using sir, like sir, your head is not correct, sir. That was how I felt. Like I felt like even I don't know what you had to say without trying to make it sound nice. Because either ways, with or without the greetings, they didn't sound nice to me. And I had a crash out session after seeing that comment. Like I was crashing out some style, called my partner, I was just talking, called my family members. It was intense. It was so intense. And what happened? I think I woke up in the midnight, so I thought about it and I was like, well, someone said this to me and it just motivated me to make a content about it. And looking, I kind of like the way I handle this with the content part of things, not the writing side. I like the fact that I was able to just turn it around, use it in a way to promote the board because I was able to post like the second content I was supposed to go out, like to promote last week's episode because of that comment I got. So yeah, I like the way I was able to turn that around. So yeah, I make my week a bit dramatic and it was a bit fun. Like the pressure was not fun when I was crashing out, but like now thinking about it, maybe it was fun. Like it was just something dramatic, something to talk about. I'm always indoor. So yeah, it was nice to have something to talk about. And I think that was the only thing that happened. What else happened? Yeah, just woke up. I was still talking about it this morning. And I feel like you guys are going to hear it until I get a life that I need to have a social life. Like I can't just make my life all about like forward and work and just stay in. No, I don't know where to go to. So yeah, I'm still just in that phase of figuring out how to engage in things I like doing here and immerse myself in the culture and meet new people and just have like a great time overall. In the meantime, it's just going to be like this boring emojis that I'll be having for you guys. On Friday, funny thing is I got on a call with my manager at work and as we were talking, she was like, what are your plans for the weekend? And I was like, no plans. And I felt so ashamed to say no plans because she always has something planned for the weekend. Like whenever I ask her what are your plans for the weekend, she tells me things that she has planned out. And I'm like, this is somebody that has a life. She's like, oh, I'm doing this with my friends. Oh, I'm doing this on my own. I'm doing this, I'm doing that. And it always felt like she had something exciting to look forward to. But then it's me. Yeah, I'm podcasting. Yeah, it's exciting. But it's actually exciting, guys. It's actually exciting. Um, okay, so yeah, it's actually exciting. It's actually exciting. So, like I said in the intro of the podcast, like almost all Nigerians I know are not doing one thing. They're doing more than one thing, and they're just caught up in the hustle, trying to get a living. And I don't blame them. The state of the economy is not friendly, and even if you're abroad as well, you are trying to survive paying your regular bills in where you're at, and you're also thinking about acquiring properties and planning for the future. And this is not a lot of things that other people from other cultures might do as much or take as serious as we take it. Because for us, yeah, I feel like every one of us we just see that the our life is in our hands basically, and we have to just do everything we can to escape poverty. That's just the mindset, and that's why we keep grinding and grinding and grinding. But enough of my yapping, enough of my talking. What do I think about work-life balance? What is work-life balance? I feel like when I talk about work-life balance is being able to work, have a great career life, doing your 9 to 5 or your entrepreneurship things or your 8 to 8 or whatever you're doing, and still being able to have a personal life. Personal life is still being able to do the things you want to do, like have fun, go out with friends, socialize, do the things you want to do, and none of like these things are not hindering themselves. And a work life that is not balanced is one that has like this people who just work, and no personal thing going on, or you're just doing your personal thing and you don't have a great career life going on. So yeah, so work life balance if you can have the two going on at the same time without necessarily disrupting one another. They're just way side by side, no selling. I don't know if that is possible. It feels like I don't know. When it comes to work-life balance, I feel like it cannot just be on the same level. One has to be slightly above the other or slightly below the other. But the cocoa is having two of them alive at the same time. So do I have a great work-life balance? I don't know because my personal life, I don't even know because I just feel like currently I'm able to give myself to work give myself to the podcast and still be there for the people that I love and care about. But how much time am I leaving for myself to rest? I don't know. So if we're calculating that past, I'm not sure my work life is totally balanced, but I feel like they exist. Yes, they exist. And the work is here. And the personal life is, somewhere down there. But yeah, enough about me, enough about what I have to say. Now let's start our experiments and go into calling people to understand what their work life looks like and what their work life looks like and if they truly have like a work personal life, work slash personal life balance. So who is the first person we're going to call? You find out soon. Let's do this. Let's do it. You guys, I'm so excited. And I'm so, I don't know, I'm anxious as well. I'm anxious about it because I'm like, what if this does not go well? What if nobody picks the call? What's it? But like we said in the last episode, we're developing our fears and we're going for it. Going for it. Going, going for it. So this is the first person that we're calling now. Let's see if they pick up. Let's see. You guys speak us first. It's ring let's see. I don't think it doesn't look like she's speaking up. Hello? Hello. How are
How are
you?
you doing? How's your Sunday going?
You know, Shelley Gaga.
So you're on my podcast right now, live. And
Wow, that's live.
what did you say?
Why am I in your podcast live?
Because I want to ask you some questions and I wanted to catch you off guard. So how has work been like generally? You don't have to go into the details.
You don't even know the state that I am. You're asking me for work. Can you imagine? Well, work has been fine. Work has been. Well, we thank the Lord.
We thank God. But like, do you feel like you have a work-life balance? On a scale of 1 to 10, rate your work-life balance right now.
10 being what?
10 being you have like a perfect work-life balance, and 1 being you're overwhelmed with work and you don't have a personal life.
-2.
What do you mean by -2? So are you telling me that you're just
Because
yeah, I'm listening.
my work is choking me.
So you're just surviving. Would you say you're living or you're surviving?
Okay, fine. It's not that bad. It's not as terrible as I'm painting it,
Yeah.
actually. But it's still low. It's not where I want it to be. So I'll give it a 3.
Okay, 3. Do you feel like
Okay.
it's the work itself that is choking, or you are the one that you cannot let go of work?
I can let go, pal. Like, it's part of letting go that made me decide to, you know what, I'm not doing work weekends. Before I couldn't, I had to like work weekends. I was not able to have any break for myself. But it's part of intentionally letting go that I decided anything I'm doing, I'm finishing closing by Friday.
You know the first thing I did this morning?
So, what's that?
I opened Slack.
On Sunday.
See.
Sunday's for God.
See. I'm like,
God said to rest.
but like, how have you been able to manage the guilt? Like, do you feel guilty for taking breaks and for not working weekends?
No, I don't feel guilty. The only thing is, I know that there are pending tasks that I need to do. Like, I'm supposed to have done this. I'm supposed to have done this. But I also try to remind myself that I'm only one person.
Yeah.
Right? So hit the deadline. Sometimes you don't. And when we
That
do,
is life, man. You win some, you win some. So, like, is there anything
It's
you do?
fine.
Is there anything you do to recharge? Like, is there anything you think you do to just make you feel like you're in control of your work life, aside not working weekends? Something fun.
I see movies. I see
Okay.
movies a lot. So I try to build up, like, should I say, anticipation or like a reward system. So when I've been working, maybe during the week, and I feel like I'm close to, is it expiration or what's the word now? Like, I've just had it.
You've been
I need
exhausted,
some
fatigued,
break,
yeah.
type of break. I go and look for a movie that I'm looking forward to seeing and just, put it on a day. So it's like, just move yourself to this particular day or time. And then by this time, you can rest or distress with this particular movie.
or something
Mm.
like that.
Yeah, sounds good. Sounds good. Okay, before I let you go, Sha, one last question. Do you think work-life balance is a myth, or does it actually exist?
It
Having
does
a perfect
exist
one.
because I know of people that are able to achieve it
Oh,
presently. Yeah. So I know, I think one, it depends on the kind of culture that your workplace has built around that.
that's
Uh,
true.
and apart from that, your own, yourself as
Your
well.
personal work ethics.
Uh,
If you are someone that
personal,
carries work on your head.
work ethic. So I
Yeah.
think you need to just understand that there's a life outside work.
Yeah.
And for you to be in touch with that life, you need to create a balance for yourself. So that's it. I
Alrighty.
don't think it's
Thank you so much. Sorry for disrupting your Sunday. I'll call you back later. Bye bye.
how much will you pay me for this?
I love you. When I
I want to be paid in cash.
I'll pay
All
you in
right, so
kind. Bye.
yeah.
Okay, you guys, that went well. That went well. Like it's time to call somebody else. Let's see if she's going to pick. Let's see if she's going to pick. Wait a minute. I have to save this recording because I want to hear stories that touch in the future. Yes. Okay, so now we're calling somebody else and we have to see if she's going to pick.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Uh-huh.
How are you?
I'm okay.
Why is your voice low? Do you want ice cream?
Yes.
So, you're on the podcast live. I know I gave you expo already. Yeah. But do you feel excited to be on the pod?
Do I feel like what?
Excited to be on the pod.
No.
Why?
What do you
Why would you say that? So, I
so?
wanted to ask you, do you think you have a social life?
Do I think I have what?
A social life?
No.
Why?
I only go out of my house when I go to the supermarket and I go to the hospital. I only have one friend, and that's you. I don't answer calls. I don't respond
You're
to
stuck
text
with
messages.
me?
Yeah.
Yeah, and do you think this is normal?
No, it's not. I think I'm weird. I think making friends is hard, actually.
Yeah, I actually think
So,
making friends is hard as well. I think it's hard as well. But do you think the fact that we have to work and make money and we have to hustle, do you think it makes it more difficult for us to enjoy and live life?
actually, yeah, because when you work from Monday to Friday, you are tired. Saturdays, you want to clean your house, organize things. Sunday, you just want to sleep and prepare for Monday again, and the cycle just goes on and on and on. It's actually very tiring.
It is. It is very very tiring.
I
And
wish I don't have to work.
you sound so rich right now. Wow. You guys, we need to get friends for Bushari, but not the type that will come and squander my friend's money. Anyway, I think we just called to ask about your social life. But I want to ask you one question actually. Do you think there's something like a work life balance? Like people having perfect career, perfect work life, and also having a perfect personal life and social life?
I would like to think it exists because I'm really hoping I can attain that. So if I believe it
Well,
doesn't exist now, I'll be sad for the rest of my life. The fact that I can hope for that in the
but
future, in the nearest future, gives
well,
me like a little bit of happiness.
well, that's true, Sha. But do you not think it feels somehow that we're working so hard to get money so that we can just spend the money?
Yeah,
If it's like
I think it's ridiculous.
it
I wish we
is.
could live like animals. Animals don't have to.
But
they
I
don't
mean,
have to work.
animals don't go on
They don't have to
luxurious
look for
trips.
food to eat.
They don't go on luxurious trips. They don't eat whatever they want. It's just somehow. But right now, Sha, on the scale of 1 to 10, 10 being you have a perfect social and work life, 1 being one of them is very shitty. Rate your work life balance.
One.
Thank God you did not say minus something at the very least.
I was going to say like minus two.
You guys, I need to make new friends because these people, they are not motivating me at all. Well, thank you so much for your time and thanks for coming on the board. Let me leave you to enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Bye bye.
Bye.
Let's call somebody else now. Let's do a guide because it feels like a holiday. Yoruba. It feels like I only have female friends. Let me see if I can call a guy. And we can chat with them about
So
this.
you are
So you are
liking
live
my
in my
podcast right
podcast.
now, and
Oh, okay.
yes. How do you feel about that?
Excited, I guess. Is the football match not like interfering?
I can't. I did not even notice that you're actually watching a football match. But yeah, that's
Okay,
good
good
that
to
you're
go
having
then.
a very slow Sunday. So, or you come off to me as someone who has a perfect work-life balance. Is that true?
No, I'm probably far from it.
Why do you think you don't have a perfect work-life balance?
But it's not, to be candid, it's not bad.
Tell me about
Yeah,
it.
it's not bad because most of my work is like remote based, yeah. So like I can decide to and the deadline is like flexible. I can speak with the client out or I'll submit in 5 days. Like most of the time I call the shots. I'll submit in 6 days. It does depend on when I need money, basically. I cannot be like I'm submitting in 2 days or something. Like most of the time I call the shots, yeah.
Okay, but okay, that sounds good. So on a scale of 1 to 10, can you rate your perfect, like your work-life balance? Do you think 10 being that you're able to have a great personal life and your work life is also like your career and work life is also going great, and one being
Ah,
one of them is lacking in a way? Which one? How are you going to rate
yeah.
yourself?
Basically, let me just give it like 6, 7. Yeah.
Hey, we have somebody that is set on the board. 6, 7.
That
Like
is what.
the two people that I spoke to before you, they rated themselves -2. One said -3. The other said -2. And you are giving me six.
No.
I'm
It's not that bad at all.
I'm clapping.
It's not that bad. Like,
Okay.
it's
Tell
so
me
banal.
why.
Like, I can decide to work now, and if I want to probably like go out, or let's say I want to go to Ikeja, I want to go to Abeokuta, like I can decide to do it. Like, just so far I have like a day notice. I think I can plan.
Yeah,
I
that
can plan
sounds so
effectively.
good. Now I'm feeling like, so you think you have it all together?
I think
You think they have it all
I think
together?
I get that because a freelancer, yeah.
Yeah.
So let's somebody working a proper corporate work would not have such flexibility.
Well, so
So
now talking about freelancing, talking about working remotely, do you think this affects your social life in a kind of way?
it does kind of like the advantage to it is the flexibility, like I mentioned earlier. Like you can like do stuff
Whatever
in
you
your own
want.
time. Yeah. But then it also comes with there's something about finance is seasonal. Like sometimes you're just buried in work, like
Yeah.
dead as you cannot do any other thing. Like then sometimes like you can always outsource because I do a lot of outsourcing. Yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe that's like I have time on my hands.
Well,
So
that's true.
but let's say I have 6 projects I'm going on with now. I have people I can call. You take this, you take this, you take this. So I just basically access the final product and like work on other areas of my life because I'm looking also to go into some career path and I like working towards that. So and freelancing basically is more like a side gig. Yeah, so it just so I do it like a side gig too.
Okay, so that means I was supposed to ask you a different question after that, but I feel like from everything you've said, I can answer that question on your behalf. And the next question is supposed to be: are you living or are you surviving? But from what I've heard, I can say you are actually living the life. So am I correct?
I'm not living though, I'm surviving actually. Yeah.
Nigeria, you know what I said about Nigerians,
Yeah,
you guys? Nigerians are insatiable. Nigerians are.
No.
Okay, so for you,
It's not
what does
insatiable.
what
You
does
don't.
living
No, what you
mean?
asked is work-life balance. You not ask money life balance.
Okay, so
If
to
it's money
you,
life balance, I'll be like
this is a new one, guys. So there's work-life balance and there's money-life
to me,
balance.
yeah.
But to
There's
you,
work. I just work-life balance is almost like maybe workload to how you are able to balance it with other aspects of your life, which I feel I'm doing very well.
okay.
Do you get? Or maybe do I think I need to make far enough more money? Yeah, definitely I do. Do you get?
But for me, yeah,
So-
when I say are you living or surviving, I feel like when you're surviving, it's like you're engulfed with work, and the only thing you think about is work. But when you're living, you have time to flex. You have time to go out. You have time to take a break from work and relax on a Sunday evening, on a Saturday morning, on a Monday morning. That's living.
Mm,
This is yeah. That's living, but you enjoy living when you have abundance of money. You get that is when all this
Okay.
work life balance. There's some people that prefer like they should be buried in work throughout the week. So far,
Yeah.
like you're having a very good remuneration, like you're getting comfortable salary, and like on maybe once a month, you can now ball. Do you get that? That's living to some people. Do you get? Some people it's the time. Do you get? So
Well,
am I living? Yeah, I am actually, but
yeah,
I
the,
just
yeah,
want
the
like
beginning.
I just
You
push
just, you
myself
just
for
start to
like
leave.
there's a part of advancement and
What did you say? Sorry, I didn't catch that.
I've actually lost my train of thought. I was saying that am I living here, but then there's a part of advancement and like I want to more.
Yeah,
So
that's what I was
that's
saying. I
I'm
was
not fulfilled.
hyping you that okay, so it's not
And
like
now
you're
I'm
not
kind of
living.
like pivoting, yeah.
Yeah.
So
It's stressful.
it is.
Okay, so what are the small things that help you recharge after like a stressful week? You know, when you have like all the work you're doing and you're very like you have so much to do in your backlog. So what are those things you do to just ease yourself of that stress?
I think one thing I'm grateful for is like I have even as a student I have a very good support system. My parents, my partner, and everything. So most of the time, like if I'm going to say, this client is about to kill me. You cannot imagine what she did. You can't imagine what she did. Mommy, do you get that? And if it's opposite that, don't give me a bonus. Do you get blah blah blah. So that's one thing. And what I also do, I think I watch a lot of YouTubes. Yeah, like all these YouTube documentaries. I watch a lot of military news, so they kind of keep me in the loop and like.
Yeah, boring. Yeah, boring guys.
Huh?
I said they're boring.
Hey, no. Those are the stuff like I.
Yeah, I know.
I do in a minute. Then outside that, like I try to like maybe touch grass, go out, go to the gym.
That's true. Well, okay. Thank you so much for sharing all like that information with us. It was really nice having you at the pod, and I'll call you back after recording. Bye, and thank you.
Bye.
That works really well, really, really well. And now it's time for us to call somebody else. I want it to be a guy. So which guy is going to pick my call? Which guy is going to pick my call? Let's see this works. Let's see if it goes through. And let's see if the pick. This is a very, you guys, I don't know. I feel like I'm just doing what I like on this episode. Let me know if you like me doing what I like. Or you want us to be more structured. I think dynamic is good. Dynamic is fun. Let's see if they pick. Let's count. Who else can I call? I don't have male friends, by the way. I feel like, yeah, I don't have male friends. I need to have more male friends. So if you're a guy listening to this, I want to be my friend. Let me leave the comment section. We can be friends. Because now I need to talk to guys as well. But got, I don't really have so many guys I can call. But let's see how it goes. Let's see if he picks. While I'm calling him, maybe I should look for somebody else I can call. So it's not just, yeah, let me see. Oh, our first missed call. Yeah, it's a call. Let's try it. If it does not pick up, we have to keep calling the men them. Sorry, the girls them. The girls them. I need to make more male friends, honestly. So if it's only girls we have on this episode, I hope you guys will not be mad at that. Hey, baby, what's up? Fine, sorry. I'm doing well.
Doing well. How are you too?
Tired.
You're tired.
Very tired.
Well, so you're live on the podcast right now.
Why would you just put me on the spot like that?
What did you say?
Why would you just put me on the spot like that?
Because I know that if I go through the planning of I want to bring you on my podcast, you might not pick my call, and this is just the best way to have you pick my call.
No, that's not fair.
That's
fair. Not fair.
That's right. So how are you? How has work been treating you lately?
How has what?
Work been treating you?
Work has been really stressful. Really stressful and draining.
Sorry.
Draining. It's been a lot of ups and downs, but
Yeah, we'll go into that after the pod. But like, I know you are not a 9 to 5er. So would you say you are 8 to 8 or 9 to 9 or 7 to 7?
I actually would like working at night more.
Oh, so
I enjoy
how's your
working
work
more.
schedule like? Is it like from 9 a.m. to like 12 a.m.?
Let's say 3 to 10.
Oh, three. Oh, okay. So you have like the morning to yourself.
Yes.
Oh, since you have the money to yourself, maybe your work life is not like as shitty as I thought it is. So let me know on a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate your work life balance? 10 being you have it put together, you have time for yourself, you have time for work, and you are doing two things like together at the same time. And one being you have one of them is really shitty at the moment, like either your personal life or your work life. One of them is giving you headache. So how would you rate your work life balance 1 to 10?
2.
2.
Yes, 2. Is that bad?
So like, do you feel like you're just living or you're just surviving? Like, do you feel like you're just trying to survive each day?
I'm existing at this
Okay,
point
you
because at first I thought I had a healthy work balance, but as it stands, I don't even have off days because even on my off days I work. On weekends I work.
Yeah.
And sometimes I have to go to work way earlier and then be the last person to leave work. So
Let me quickly ask
I mean,
you, are you currently at work?
not at the moment. I'm on a work trip. I had to go for a quick meeting.
Oh,
So
I should call you.
yes,
How
I'm
do I
sure.
not know that you're at
I'm
on a
sure.
work trip?
What?
I should call you. How do I not know that you're on a work trip? I'm feeling like a terrible friend now.
No. It came up 20 minutes before I left. It wasn't planned at all.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Some of my another board of director at my workplace just came into my city, and then they said we needed to go on a work trip. Right, at that moment, so I just upped and left.
Okay, makes sense now.
Yep.
But like, do you
Yep.
think you work weekends now and you work on your off days now because you feel so guilty to take a rest, like take break and rest?
I feel like there's no we've been struggling having reliable staff.
Yeah.
So when you're not there, there's no stability at all, no structures, no proper structures. So when you live there, everything is a mess. You have people calling, and your workers are messing up the quote unquote good work you've been doing. That kind of thing. Yes.
So like with what you've explained now, it seems like you're so passionate about the work. So have you been able to set boundaries? Like, have you tried to set boundaries like, okay, from this time to this time, if anything can be happening, I'm not going to, give up my rest time for this work, or you are very flexible and you're just always available for them?
I'm always available for them actually. But have I set boundaries? I think I myself, I I would not want to leave because I would not want to see things go bad. Right. So most times I just make up my mind and I say, you know what, I'll do it. I'll be here. It's fine. I can find some time to rest, and eventually it keeps going and going and going. But yeah.
Oh, okay.
I don't know whether you understand what I'm.
Yeah, I understand you. I feel like you're just too passionate. I feel like you love them, and in a way, you've made it like your own thing, and you kind of feel responsible for everything that happens. When it goes bad, you take responsibility for it, and if it's going well as well, you are beaming in pride. So, like, I think the last thing would be, do you think work-life balance exists, or is it a myth?
No, it's a myth.
I think so too.
Definitely.
I think it is. But what would it now mean to you, like personally? Maybe it's a myth because we believe that everything must be going perfectly well. But to you personally, what kind of life do you aim like for? What kind of life do you think you would live that will make you feel, fulfilled to an extent when it comes to work and your personal life?
I want to be able to up and say I'm going on a trip. I'm so stressed. I just need like 3 days on a beach somewhere, just relax.
You like shopping life?
But if What if you're not able to do that, bro? Nah.
All right. Thank you so much for showing up. And
I was not. I didn't want to. It was not. It was a game.
I won. Anyhow.
Don't for sure.
Anywho.
Don't thank me for showing up.
This is the last quote I'm taking for today. And let's hope they pick. I think it's not gonna pick. We're just gonna round up after this. I tried calling them, but yeah. Hello, hello. So I'm doing something very, very, very ridiculous now, and
I
I
don't
don't.
want you to cut me off when you find out what I'm doing. And yeah, I just hope that I'm not misusing my access to you. Happy Sunday.
Problem. Yeah, sure, free access.
Happy Sunday. What's up? What are you up to? Are you at home?
Yeah, I'm at home. I just got back anyways.
Oh, okay. So you're currently like live on the pod.
Oh wow.
Yes. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And I just want to ask you a couple of questions. I feel like if I had come officially to be like, oh, can I book? We'll just be going back and forth, and you may not send your responses to me on time. So I just decided to just call you so that I get your responses in real time.
That's great. I'm interesting.
Okay. All right. So how has work been lately?
Yeah.
Just
work.
generally. You don't have to go into the details. Like just general.
Work has been both a combination of stress and interest. I can say I'm seeing the reason why I actually went to school talking about career. Then I see why what it takes to be a man. Like when you work to make a living.
Yeah. I say what
So
it takes to be a man.
But I think if we had more like preparation to what's it called? If we had earlier preparations for what work life would mean, at least would have been able to handle some things better personally for me. Then it would have been lesser. But then as you're in the work, you're learning yourself. You're learning how to fit into the work place and the workspace where you find yourself.
Yeah, that's actually true. Nobody tells us like this phase of life is very stressful, and that's why I'm calling you. I want to know how stressed you are. How is your routine typically? Do you work in 9 to 5, or you work like 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. or 9 a.m. to 10 p.m.? Like how's your routine like?
Yeah, basically for me, talking about like working to make a living, like you just know that you need sustenance, you need something to live off, like you need something to put food on your table. I think I'm the 9 to 5 person currently, but going by my and what I went to school for, so I profess as a pharmacist, and I can tell you even around that clock, we still have extra hours when you have to fulfill some of the descriptions as for your job role, so it's kind of hectic. But I have what we call side hustle as someone who still has some visions and things aside.
God, I beg. These are the real Nigerians I'm talking about. They don't have one thing that they are doing.
Seriously, you're more like feeding off like more than two things at the same time, because you the sustenance for is you cannot really be satisfied in one particular job, so you have to combine things together. So and you more like go with the wave where things are working around you, where people are hustling around you, and depending on how strong you are physically, emotionally, and you don't want to buckle under that stress, but then sometimes it keeps feeling like you are going to fall apart very soon if you don't get a hold of yourself.
Honestly,
So
the stress is insane.
line will know what works for you and know what you have to do away with.
Yeah, the stress is insane, and that's why I'm doing this episode on work-life balance, because I kind of feel like everybody I have around me don't have like this perfect work-life balance. I feel like we are all just trying to like survive and stay afloat. So on a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate like your work-life balance? 10 being you have a perfect work-life balance, everything is going smoothly, your personal life is going smoothly, and 1 being everything is in shambles. You're trying to survive, but you're trying to have a personal life, you're trying to have a social life. So how would you rate your work-life balance?
Yeah, honestly, I would have said I go with 2, but then I think I'm still making a way out of the blues currently, and maybe I will go with the 3, because I can tell you, a man is going through a lot.
Guy, giving yourself 3.
You know that thing that tension of you not being like at atonement. You are not in atonement with what you are doing currently. You are striving to something better, and maybe you are feeling like what you are doing currently is just like a springboard that should like take you to a better thing that you decide for yourself, or you actually desire to find yourself doing. But then it's not looking like something that can happen just overnight. So you still have to keep the particular job or the kind of lifestyle you are still living currently. So it's more like, oh God, I just hope I don't I don't miss it doing the So time passes by. Sometimes you feel like you've done too much, and it's like, so I can give myself on a scale of 1 to 10 with that description. 3 to see, go with it, because every time, every day, every minute is God I beg.
God, I beg. Oh. And I feel like from the way you've described everything, you're living with a certain level of intentionality, trying to like think of what next. And you're not just living your life based off of like, oh, you're a pharmacist and it should just be that. You understand that there are a lot of things you can do and explore. So does that qualify your way of life right now to use actually living life and not just surviving through life? So would you say you're living life, or would you say you're surviving through life?
Yeah. So I can say like currently in my head I'm living through life, but then in the reality, in the recess, it's just like someone they gave a script. You are literally living up the script. So I can say in the script now what I have in mind, what I have in my head, and according to plan, I'm living life. But then survivor, for you look at the parameters, the things that are available, the means available to you. You just have to make do with what you have currently. So on the survivor, but currently if things work according to plan, just like we found our way to attach ourselves to belief system, to spirituals, and that actually everything should definitely come into plan. Everything should fall in place. So falling in place means but going by what you have on ground, survivor is the order of the day. So I think I'm just trying to navigate in between the two, but more of a survivor first for now.
Yeah, I understand you. But like, I actually understand that. And I think I want to ask you one last question before I let you go. Do you think like having a perfect work-life balance is a myth, or do you think it's attainable? Do you think it's possible?
Yeah, it's attainable.
Okay. It's attainable. So to you, what will that perfect work life be? Like what do you envision your life with a very good, like perfect work life balance? What do you think it's going to look like?
Okay, yeah. I think for me, perfect description of work life balance, how I see it is that aside the profession which I find myself trying to fulfill, I think first thing is I'm this kind of person called to humanity. I love humanitarian jobs, but then humanity is a wide scope. So at least there should be some aspects of humanity where I should focus on contributing to. So I've nurtured this vision of contributing to creativity for young minds. So that's always been my something I could call my life assignment. So I've tried to sit down and analyze everything. Like I've seen whereby people grow into their 60s, 70s before they start doing the things that they actually are born to do, like effortlessly. Because now, nothing runs on here. You have to provide resources, put things together, work with people. And then I think it's at that kind of age now you say, okay, I've been able to learn my environment. I know how to work with people. I know how to make people work my bidding. Like when I have a vision, I know how to put resources together, put people to work, and let this vision be done. So I feel, for me, when I can say I have my work-life balance perfectly balanced or attained is when I can fulfill that vision without having to look back at, oh, if I don't do this, my 9-to-5 job, I might starve. Why everybody will be in a critical need, and definitely have to go back to buckle down with my 9-to-5 and just forget the vision for now, because everybody should have a purpose. We are timed here. We are timed.
Yeah, that's so nice, and I like how you ended it. Like we should live purposefully, not just making money and breezing through life. So thank you so much, and thank you for giving me out of your time today. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday, and thank you so much.
All right. Thank you for bringing me.
Bye.
Yeah, bye. Thank you.
Okay, okay. I'm going to get submission from 3 ladies and 2 gents. And I think that's enough for us to point an episode. You make of this episode what you want. Yes. So, me personally, I feel like, now having talked to my friends, I can't really see like work life balance is a myth per se. Because it feels like some of them are living the life, and it feels like some of us, on the other hand, too, we're trying to just survive. Some of us are trying to just exist. It just happens to be that this life, the way the world has been shaped in this very capitalist way, you just have to work before you can eat. And the work sometimes can be endless because there's always something. And if you don't plan yourself properly when it comes to like financially, like public investing, most of us are not investing. Most of us don't even have this financial literacy. We grew up in environments where we were not free or open or exposed to talking about money, talking about finances, talking about things like that. And now we've been thrown into the world. Like Peter said, that's the last person I spoke to. We're thrown into the world to just survive through it and just work and earn without really understanding the principles that guide these things. And yeah, we're just trying to stay afloat. That is all on today's episode, if you ask me. What life balance does it exist? You tell me. Let me know in the comment section. And if you're a 9 to 5 or an entrepreneur or somebody that you know, you see yourself that already on the pathway or the path of becoming unbelievably liquid, let me know what you're doing. Let me know what you're doing. Let me know if you like to come on the board and talk to people like, just people like us, people that are young adults trying to figure things out. Like, I think the goal is for every one of us to just have this financial liberation, financial stability. And it would be nice to have somebody who is in the field talks us about this. And I'm sure the next season of the pod, I'm trying to look for like, I'll try to get us an expert to talk to us about our financial literacy and how we can invest and multiply our income. But for now, we're going to call it a day. This episode is, I don't know what it is. It's just like a fun episode. I had fun doing that. Did you enjoy it as well? It was nice calling them and watching them move from shocked to happy to shocked. I don't know. But yeah, that was really nice. That was really fun. Remember to like and share this podcast if you get something from it. It's open to conversations. We can always like talk about things we've learned already. And also remember to drop your comments. Please drop your comments. You guys, a lot of times I'm thinking of giving up on this thing. Your comments keeps me going. Your likes just help me stay motivated, and the views. And if you're listening on Spotify, please remember to rate the channel because that's what it gives like the whole podcast visibility. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining me on today's episode. And to all my friends that I called, thank you for picking my call. Thank you for being welcoming. Thank you for being warm. You guys are my real backbone. Thank you for always having my back. I know you guys love me and I love you so much. Thank you. That's all of today's episode. Bye and catch you next time. Bye bye. Ciao.